Hi there, it's Gareth from Port Monkeys, and today we're on the MSC Seashore, and we are on MSC for the first time ever. It's our first cruise on MSC, and our cabin number is 15109. So, deck 15, 109. The front of the ship is right there, so got my card here. Of course, they still use cards. Although, for extra money, you can get a wristband with like a medallion in it. Do not disturb, make up room. On this ship, you must put your card in the slot. And our room steward said, put it with the strip facing out. In other words, like that. He didn't really say why. Light switch. Huh. It's like a three-way switch. I guess this is for the bathroom. We'll go in there later. So I haven't slept on the bed yet. I think it's a nice bed. They've got some, stuff for us to look at here. It's got little shelves. The trash does have paper, food, and plastic. But it all goes the same place. Hey, somebody wore a patch. So I guess it doesn't matter which one you use. Two shelves. Now these are European outlets. These are USA outlets, two of them. And these are USB-A, but that one says high power. And that one just is a USB symbol. And I'm getting a message today to book on board. Anyway, I don't know what this switch is. And I don't know what... Oh, okay, that's those lights. I don't know what this switch did. Phone. Hello. Television. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm crawling on my knees, yes. Mirror. Now, look down here. You've got a stool. I'm going to push that out of the way. And a table. A table. See that? A stool and a table. And a drawer. And of course, other drawers. And this is the refrigerator. Now, the refrigerator is full of minibar items for purchase. Available for purchase. There's the list. So, if you want to purchase those, help yourself. I don't. We asked the room steward for an ice bucket with ice. Of course, the ice bucket was here, but he's just brought it back with some ice. We have a couple of plastic glasses here and a little tray. A shelf. We get complimentary bottles of water. Port Monkeys gifts. Look at the wine stopper in there and the canvas bag. Let's save the balcony for later. Your room is equipped with 2 towels, beach towels, pool towels. Take them on shore, wherever. It says to put them on the floor of your bathroom when you want new ones. We asked for robes and we got them. This is a couch and not a fold-out bed. So, on the nightstand, it's just a little slots. It's, there's no lamp there, there's no drawers, no nothing. The bed is high enough to put luggage underneath. And trash, apparently. Slide the couch out. Can I do that easily? There are no outlets behind that couch. It is, however, a mighty big couch. I mean, that's as big as the couch in my living room. Little lights up here to light up that artwork. Now over here is a light switch. So it's just like the one by the front door. And I'm going to imagine there's one over there. We'll get to that. There is a USB-A port here. I've pulled the bed out and there are no outlets of any kind back here. Just so you know. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's the dividers for that. Yeah, I wonder what the room steward would think if I put those in there. They just hide them from you. I guess because they don't want to bother. Anyway, there is this. Okay, so there's this little light that's adjustable, and then this light. So, see that? And there's one of those on each side. I turned them on already. Well, this is what's draped on the pillows. And it says at MSC, we want you to love every day of your cruise and sleep perfectly every night. That's why we've teamed up with Dorelin, a leading bedding provider, to offer you maximum comfort from your mattress and pillows. We've provided you... That's too much reflection, huh? With 2 pillows, one soft and one slightly firmer to satisfy different preferences. And it says, if I go to guest services or my, cabin attendant, the room steward, I can change them. So, if I didn't know better, I'd say those pillows were exactly the same. But we'll see. I'll probably use them both. I like a high pillow. They've got some, junk mail here, explaining stuff. Like I said, over here on this side is the exact same as that, except no USB port. USB, no USB port. And no outlet. Same pillow notice though. So I'm laying on the bed here so you could see this, but that's the closet. So on this side of the closet are coat hangers, and they're weird shaped coat hangers, right? But coat hangers. I think we're going to need more. And a little shelf, and I guess you put your shoes underneath it like Janet has. On this side of the closet, over here are shelves, a safe. That's exactly like the Royal Caribbean safe that we were on last week. So shelves, let me get back here so you can get a look at that. And then drawers. So I guess these would be my drawers, because Janet has taken those drawers. And that's good. That's okay. So thermostat, again, thermostats, they never have numbers on them. You don't know what temperature on. I think that's an on-off switch. So that's unusual, I think. Hooks. This one looks like it's going to come off. These feel tough, but that one's not long for this world. I should have mentioned when I came in, a mirror. A big mirror. Let's go in the bathroom. The bathroom looks super modern and geometric. Here's the shower, and that's the handle. There's one on each side. Of course, we've got a clothesline in here. Hard to do one-handed. A removable shower that just dripped all over my arm. And of course it goes up and down. See? I don't want to mess it up. We have shampoo, shower gel. Shampoo, shower gel. And a little shelf here for soap. And one of these foot bars. on the last cruise we were on Royal Caribbean, they had one of these. And a handle. And of course, temperature and water. So if I turn this, we're going to get water. And if I turn this, it adjusts the temperature. Now sometimes, see this button? They lock in or don't let you go hot or really hot to protect you. So you push the button in and it'll go warmer. But I rarely go over there. I think these should have towels on them. Don't know what other purpose they serve. Everything around here is in 8 languages. Got a shelf here, and of course the counter. This is the outlet for your razor. Got these square cups, which are hard to get out, and they're heavy and they're glass. And a soap pump. And a sink. And a faucet. And a little red dot and a little blue dot there, see? And of course, wow, 3 mirrors. And not only 3, look at this. Okay, so they keep that turned like that, as well they should. Of course, one of these. Got the cruise ship sound. Little brush. Little towel down there, toilet paper. And then a cabinet. And in the cabinet is a trash can. Tissues. See those tissues way back there? It's a little thin box. Oh. Those aren't tissues, are they? I'm sorry. Extra toilet paper. And plumbing. Checked out. This sign is used by our crew in case of an emergency. Do not take it or remove it. Anyway, let's go back out. MSC TV. So, live TV, MSC for me, video on demand. And Bluetooth connection for your iPods or AirPods and headphones, headsets. So let's do live TV first. So we've got ESPN2, ESPN Caribbean, RTL, TVE, Rai Italia. Hey, an Italian channel. Nickelodeon on board, Cartoon Network, Discovery Channel, Food Network. So there's the channels. And most of them, see their onboard activity on a future cruise, safety. Most of them, first 21 anyway, are ship. And then you get Travel Channel, Discovery, where we just were. And that's it. Okay? That's all the live channels they have. A CNN, I don't think I even saw any other news than CNN. But anyway, you can experience for yourself when you're on. I'm going to put on the bridge cam. And there it is. There we go. Now it does have a source button and screen mirroring and Bluetooth music. Connection guide to screen mirroring. And it says HDMI, all those, but it never goes to them. See that? But screen mirroring could be good. Alright, I'm on video on demand now. I had to turn the TV off and on several times. It keeps trying to show me the safety video and then it goes blank for ever. You know, we tried to check the weather and it did not work. But I couldn't get out of that channel. So you should know they have a lot of movies. But their movies are $10. So in back of the TV, there's USB ports, HDMI ports, old school ports. Wow. A swivel arm, so you can swivel it out and swivel it around. That is a Euro plug, just like these. And there is no USA plug back here. So, and I guess these were attached to the wall at one time and they dropped off. That brings us to the balcony. And out here on the balcony we have Janet, not included. And this is how I make time-lapse videos. And it's still recording. Of course, there's nothing to see here, folks. But there is something to see down below. So we're on deck 15, and this is what looks like a wood rail, but it's metal. And there is a hot tub down there on, I think, deck 8. And that's, like I said, the front of the ship. And there's the back of the ship. And we've just left Port Canaveral. In fact, that's Kennedy Space Center, those buildings out there. They're way in the distance, and you're not going to see them. But as far as the balcony goes, it's pretty good size. And it has these 2 chairs and that table footrest. But the chairs don't recline, and the backs are pretty low. I mean, they're comfortable, okay, but they don't recline. So, that's the end of the tour. The cabin looks beautiful. And it's big. I mean, bigger than a Princess cabin. Probably the size of a Carnival cabin, a Royal Caribbean. Big couch, like I said. I don't care for the TV and how it works. Maybe we just have a bum one. But anyway, from the MSC Seashore, this is Gareth from Port Monkeys saying, I'll see you in the next port. Bye. If you're going on this and these 2 outlets aren't enough for you, you might want to get yourself one of these. A universal adapter. I have this brand. Bought it from Amazon. Seems to work okay. So if I want Europe, I push that out. So you extend it all the way out. Well, okay, maybe I should put it. But see if I put it that way. So I've got a USA plug here now. And an Australian. And a USB-C. And 2 more USB-Cs and 2 USB-As. So, it's a pretty handy device. I don't think I'm going to need it because these 2 outlets are enough for me.